Welcome everybody to the mid-season finale of Let's Talk Anime. You know, while we were on our break, a lot of things happened. I mean, we got some really cool anime that came out. Some anime got brand new series or new seasons. And alas, we lost somebody. Who did we lose? We lost Kazuhito Kato, also known as Monkey Punch. In case you don't know who Monkey Punch is, he is the man who revolutionized the idea of the gentleman thief, also known as Lupin. You know, Arsène Lupin. Well, in case you don't know Lupin altogether, we're going to spend this mid-season finale, in two parts, talking about Lupin III. But in order for us to understand Lupin III, we have to understand Lupin the character. But to understand this, we gotta go back in time. Not to the 60s. Oh, no. We gotta go back further to the 1800s. So, prepare yourself, everybody, because we're going to learn about Lupin III. Lupin III is not an original character. I mean, he is original, but not original. You see, Lupin III has a source. The source comes from a Frenchman. That Frenchman's name, Maurice Leblanc. Maurice Leblanc created a character known as Arsène Lupin. Maurice Leblanc himself was just a French novelist. He wrote short stories. He also traveled around the world to various different countries, and he dropped out of college. But everything changed in Leblanc's life the moment he was introduced to Sherlock Holmes. Leblanc really loved the concept of Sherlock Holmes, and then got an idea. What if I can pull the same concept with something of my own, except instead of being a gentleman detective, why not a gentleman thief? So, Leblanc based a lot of his own character off of a real-life thief, Alexandre Jacob. Jacob was not your everyday thief. He was the kind of thief that would spend more time making you laugh while he stole from you. He would crack jokes, make a gigantic spectacle, letting people know,
"Hey everybody, I'm gonna be stealing this thing tonight. Just giving you guys a heads up. Here's my calling card. Just letting you all know, gonna be there to steal."
And when he would rob people, he would make them smile, laugh, and everybody would have fun. He still stole their shit, don't get me wrong, he's still a thief. But it was the entertainment people got from it that made him a legend. So, Leblanc actually based more of his character off of that. And as a result, we've got Arsène Lupin. But when Arsène Lupin was created, Leblanc's fame exploded. People wanted to read more and more of his books. It made him a household name. There was only one little problem. Leblanc, what's the best way for me to say it? Hated Arsène Lupin. At the time, people were only paying attention to Leblanc's Arsène Lupin books, to the point where they didn't even pay any attention to his other works. And Leblanc really worked hard on his other works, but because people kept associating him with Lupin, it just made anything else he wrote pointless. But it raises the question, what is so good about Arsène Lupin? Well, Arsène Lupin is the kind of thief who likes to steal from people who abuse their power. Not the rich, just the people who can take the blow. He enjoys stealing from people. And after he steals, he tends to take what he steals and redistribute it to the people. So in short, yeah, he's a socialist. Another cool thing is that these books were not normal. They weren't just, oh, robs a bank, takes the money, gets away. No. They had elements of science fiction in it. Lupin would be dealing with, say, radioactive crystals, the fountain of youth, and even dealing with descendants of Alessandro Cagliostro. Remember that name. Overall, the whole story about Arsène Lupin is super important because its influence stretches out throughout generations. To this day, people make references to Lupin. In fact, check this out. In Japan, the franchise known as Super Sentai created a Super Sentai series called Lupin Ranger versus Patrol Ranger, in which you've got 3 Rangers based off of the Gentleman Thief. In fact, anytime anybody creates a Gentleman Thief, it's most likely based off of Lupin. And the influence of it is so vast and grand that it even inspired a certain Japanese manga artist to create his own character based on Lupin, and said character resulted in a major lawsuit. But that's more of a part 2 thing. So in short, to be continued. Alright, that's part 1.
That's all part 1?
Yeah.
That's it?